Today's news.
Sentencing for Proud Boys leader.
Prosecutors seek the longest prison sentence yet in the January 6th attack.
Mud slows Burning Man exodus.
We just spent 4 hours in line to get out.
Closing in on an escaped killer.
I still can't believe he's in this area after 5 days.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan. With the CBS World News Roundup, prosecutors want a hefty prison sentence for the Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio for his role in planning the 2021 Capitol attack. CBS's Scott McFarland says today in Washington he'll learn his punishment.
Arguing he deserves 33 years in prison, prosecutors say Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio was a charismatic, savvy propagandist who had influence over countless subordinates. Tarrio wasn't at the Capitol January 6th, having been banned from Washington, D.C. while facing a previous criminal charge. But prosecutors argue he helped orchestrate, organize, and privately claim credit for the assault on the Capitol. Tarrio and 3 of his fellow Proud Boys were convicted of seditious conspiracy, plotting to use violence to block the peaceful transfer of power. The judge who will sentence Tarrio today has handed down prison terms that are just half of what prosecutors have sought in the Proud Boys cases so far.
Now to Nevada and the slow crawl to head home by tens of thousands trying to escape the mud that marred the Burning Man Festival. CBS's Elise Preston.
It was a climatic end to a chaotic weekend as fireworks lit up the sky with the burning of the man to close out the festival. But the road leading out of the remote Nevada desert is a daunting scene. Tens of thousands of revelers sitting in a miles-long line of vehicles attempting to leave the Burning Man Festival. Blair Barklow has been attending for decades.
What has this experience been like in comparison to all of the others?
Well, I was here in 2014 when we had the lightning storm and it got wet. This was a bit different. People maybe weren't as prepared as they thought they'd be. No one said mud and cold. Each step adds 15 or 20 pounds.
That sentiment is shared by Rob Levitsky, a 20-year festival veteran who waited in line for 4 hours to leave.
I don't know what they knew about the weather. They weren't putting out any word.
The muddy mess did little to damper the spirits of some first-time burners.
Nobody was expecting this weather, but it was still really fun.
First Lady Jill Biden has tested positive for COVID-19. White House correspondent Nancy Cordes.
The First Lady will stay at their home in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, as a precaution for now. The President is back here at the White House after spending the weekend with her. He's going to have to continue to be tested. He tested negative most recently last night. Now, we saw the First Lady on Saturday when she joined her husband on a trip to Florida to tour storm damage from Hurricane Idalia. And she was supposed to start actually teaching fall classes this week at a local community college. Instead, her aides say she's going to be replaced temporarily with a substitute.
President Biden will be tested routinely this week. He's scheduled to go to India and Vietnam for a pair of summits in a few days. And today he's due to award the Medal of Honor to Vietnam War Army helicopter pilot Larry Taylor, who risked his life by flying into heavy enemy fire to save 4 soldiers. Authorities in Pennsylvania say they think they're closing in on a convicted killer who escaped from a prison last week. Danilo Cavalcante has been spotted several times in an area not far from the prison. Parts of it are heavily wooded. Lieutenant Colonel George Bivens of the state police.
I intend to stress him. I want to push him hard. He'll make mistakes. He'll show himself.
Police have been going house to house in a 2-mile search radius. 4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 63 degrees.